Hi all, Karen here. I'm just going to do a really quick recipe today on a basic bread. Bread's something that I used to make all the time a long time ago before I was a nurse, but I haven't really made it in years. But since COVID I have came into having a couple of bags of bread flour when we all panic bought in the start of the year. So I'm trying to use it up before it goes out of date because I'm going to try and be in 2021 a little bit more thrifty than I am. So let me show you the ingredients. I have got a bag from our local farm shop of a mixed grain bread flour. I looked up a recipe. The last time I used it, it was actually a pizza dough recipe I made, which was really quite nice, but I thought I'll look up a proper one. So I have got in my bowl 500 grams of the mixed grain flour with, it said a sachet of yeast. I didn't have yeast, I have the easy bake yeast. So I've put in about 8 grams, which I think, if my memory recalls, is what a sachet is. And a teaspoon of salt, that's what's in here. The wet ingredients is separate, so in here I have got 300 of warm water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and it calls for a tablespoon of honey. So I have got them separate. So what I'm going to do now is combine them. Okay, now begins the kneading. Likely this bit will be speeded up to be fast forwarded because it goes on for 5 minutes. So I'm going to cover this now with a tea towel and leave it in the kitchen here somewhere for an hour at least, and then I'll check on it and see how much it's risen. Okay, so this has been proving now for about an hour and a half. Looks lovely. It's obviously more than doubled in size. I could have probably put it in a smaller loaf tin and made it taller, but I'm not really that bothered. The recipe says to put some cuts on it. I'm not going to bother, I'm just going to put one down the middle, I think, because that's how I'm rolling, and it should have a nice split once it's baked. It's going into the oven 180 for, the recipe says, 30 minutes. It says 35, but my oven does things a bit quick. Okay, it's been in for 30 minutes. I think it's ready. It did say 35, so. Ta-da! Well, I didn't need to split on the top actually. There we have one seeded loaf.